Hello, this is Heart of the Moon. We're going to be doing a reading for you, the Capricorn Full Moon reading. But we have to be clear, the video was fine. Sound was irretrievable because we had a fan going on in the background. The sound of the fan sounds like static, and I couldn't even listen to a minute of the sound. There's a beautiful aspect going on during the Capricorn Full Moon. It's called the boat aspect. It's made up of 2 Trines, which is huge support from the universe, and 3 Sextiles. And a sextile is 2 different energies working together harmoniously. It's a really beautiful energy, and those sextiles are not a force. They get energized by our free will. So it's totally up to us to energize those aspects. But here's a bit of a force. It's the opposition aspect. So the boat aspect is made up of 2 Trines, 3 Sextiles, and 1 opposition. And that opposition could be a challenge. It's basically 2 different energies running away from each other. And that's the challenge, to bring these energies back in balance. Back when they're speaking to each other, at the very least. And that's the most challenging aspect, to energize the boat aspect. So, putting everything together, the boat aspect is perfect if you're building something, because it's mostly work energy, supporting work energy, like the Trines. The Trines are huge support from the universe. Sextile is also a supporting type of energy, which involves work, actually. The Trines don't involve work. The Sextiles do. And then there's the opposition, which is the most challenging one. It's a beautiful aspect that could help a construction project, because it's work energy on a construction project. That being said, now the first tea leaf we pulled was the grasshopper. And it says, the situations or situation in the balance that require careful handling. Yeah, exactly. Perfectly describes the energy of opposition aspect. Situation in the balance that requires careful handling. The second one was, I believe it was a teardrop. May not be going in the order that we said in the video, but here's the energy of the teardrop. Great personal sorrow. Great personal sorrow. That's quite sad. If this was a personal reading, that would be quite sad. But we can generalize this tea leaf card as some kind of loss. There's some kind of loss that could happen. I can't say what kind of a loss, but there's some kind of a loss. And then there's the frying pan. Trouble, accusations. So there's 3 cards that were pulled for the tea leaves: the grasshopper, the teardrop, and the frying pan. And the grasshopper really says it all. Situation in the balance that requires careful handling. There's some kind of confusion around a loss. This is what I'm getting. There was some kind of confusion around a loss. Trouble, accusations in the frying pan. And here's what we get, though. Someone probably ends up, as a result of this loss, someone ends up going in the frying pan. Okay? And there's trouble, accusations. And, accusations, what are accusations? It's, they're energy. Accusations are mostly falsehoods. Accusations are information that has not been verified in any way, shape, or form. Like, for example, like the number 13. Society has embraced the number 13 as bad luck. Society's putting energy into that. So naturally, appear that it's unlucky because we're putting our focus into that. Society is putting their energy and focus into that, even if it's a falsehood. So falsehoods can appear to be true if we're putting energy into it. And that's really the energy of an accusation. How to deal with that energy of an opposition during the full moon. Here's what it could be is some kind of public relations, dealing with the public in some kind of way. See where that goes. All right. Now the first card, the Lovers card, and it's really the Lovers is it's a union. It's a divine union. We have a fresh start here because it's the new moon is symbolized strength, love, knowledge. Here we are, starting off as a happy family with the Lovers. And then it's that step outwards. It's the Page of Cups. I looked back to that frying pan. The first thing, and then I saw the fish symbol in the Page of Cups. The first thing I thought of was the fish going into the frying pan. Someone, as a result of this loss, goes into the frying pan. A Page of Cups, it's something new. It's stepping outside of the norm. That's the page energy. Stepping outside of familiar territory. That's the energy of the page. This could be someone's first step outside of the norm. As a bit of a challenge. Capricorn Full Moon is the buck full moon where we earn our antlers. All right. Whispering Rosebread symbolizes love. Love tries to find an average that works well for everyone. Beautiful. That's actually a beautiful type of energy to coordinate the energies of the opposition aspect. Bringing these two energies into some kind of balance, and the energy of love could definitely help. All right. Our first card was the Ace of Swords. We basically picked up the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The Ace of Swords is the first decante of Libra. And the decante of Libra is actually the horn of Corvus, or Corvus the crow. Crow symbolizes truth. The sword of truth right here. First decante with Libra's energy. The first decante of Libra starts off in a bit of a dark period as well. But we're pulling something. This Ace of Swords is pulling something out. Pulling something out of the dark. Settling these accusations. Putting these accusations aright. Balancing and taking care of these accusations. This is what the Ace of Swords could do. The Ace of Swords energy. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is she takes action if she can. If she needs to, she will. She's Queen of Fire. But Queen will choose diplomacy. That's the Queen. That's the Queen energy. She will take action if she has to. Getting down and pulling something out of the darkness, like truth, some energy of truth, and diplomacy will help bring this thorn energy, back into a high point. And I'm going to refer to the Wild Unknown from Kim Krans. It's the Tiger card. The Tiger card from the Kim Krans energy reminds me of the Queen of Wands energy, because the Tiger card, if you look at the Tiger card looks like she's ready. She's ready for anything. But the Tiger has the look of being approachable as well. Can take care of business if the Tiger needs to. We know that much about a Tiger. But if you take a look at that Tiger, the Tiger looks approachable. That always reminds me of the energy of the Queen of Wands. We know the Queen of Wands can take care of business, but she's approachable as well by that black cat. There's a black cat on her, on the card as well. And that black cat symbolizes our subconscious, our intuition. Clarifying card that goes under the Page of Cups. That usually goes under the Thorn position. The Garden was chosen from the Lenormand deck, and the Garden is public or social or a group. Here I'm getting public. And when the Garden came up, immediately I thought something has to do with public relations. This whole situation in the opposition aspect, this whole situation in the tea leaf cards could be of a public relations issue. Could be balancing what to say privately and in public. There's the energy of the grasshopper, a situation in the balance that requires careful handling. It's something that could require careful handling is dealing with the public, a public relations matter. There's something about a public relations issue that could turn into a disaster, but going with the energy of the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands could turn into something that's more manageable. All right. One card, we usually pull one card, but the Spirit picked two cards. Spirit picked two cards for the one high point as well. And Spirit picked these two cards, the Firefly and the Elk, for the position of the flower. And these two cards really help to consolidate the reading. We definitely picked up Capricorn's energy. Capricorn, like I said, is the buck full moon. The Elk, there's the Antlers. A Firefly, a shooting star. A shooting star is also Capricorn's energy. Capricorn is about the energy of Capricorn. What's the energy of a goat? Climbing that mountain of personal freedom. Climbing that mountain of personal freedom, of self-expression. That's Cappy's energy. One of Cappy's energy, anyway. And earning our antlers during the buck full moon. These two cards really says it all. The public relations disaster, or potential disaster. This public relations has a potential to be a disaster, but turns success. As a result, someone earns their antlers and then shines brightly. That's what these cards are saying. A potential of a public relations disaster turns into someone earning their antlers and then shining brightly. Not bad. Beautiful. Okay, the last card. The last card was the shark energy. This is a card that is an overall feeling. And this card really reminds me of the Black Panther, also from the Kim Krans deck. The Black Panther. The Black Panther has an energy like Pluto. Pluto goes in and takes no prisoners. Taking only what he needs. That's Pluto's energy. That's the energy of like the type of energy of the Black Panther from Kim Krans deck, shark energy is very similar. It's here, this shark energy is water. So here we have Cancer's energy comes into the Page of Cups, possibly with the Garden and the shark energy. If you take a look at the energy on the card of the shark, very similar to the Black Panther energy, going in and removing something. It reminds me of the Libra's energy. There's a bit of a dark period in the first decante of Libra. There's light in the darkness. Because of that, the shark goes in and grabs it. The shark goes in and grabs it. But the shark and the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords, paired with the shark card, are very similar energies. The Queen of Wands, she can take care of business if she has to. And if she's carrying that sort of truth, then she can find some kind of diplomatic way of removing something, bringing something into the light, being direct. Like, what's the energy of being direct? Being direct is speaking in a way where there is no confusion at all. If there's plane crashes, what do? We go in there and grab the black boxes, right? But usually the black boxes, the information in the black box can shed light on the situation. There it is. There's a lot of accusations are being thrown out there, but there's a black box to get to clear things up, right? And the shark goes in and grabs that black box with the help of the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands. There you go. That shark is going to get that black box of information, shed light on a situation. Ace of Swords energy. That's the energy of the shark. All right, let's see. Directness, exposure. Yeah, revealing true nature and desire. Revealing some kind of true nature. That's the whole discussion. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed to bring into balance honesty. And when out of balance, destructive. Those are the two energies that are playing out. There's no clear lines of communication. It could be a matter of balancing public awareness and doing things in private. Getting that black box of information to settle accounts with these accusations. There it is. Could turn that potential disaster into earning your antlers and then shining brightly. Beautiful. Well, this has been the Capricorn Full Moon reading, and we wish the crabs out there a happy birthday. This is not a birthday reading, but we wish the crabs out there happy birthday. And we thank Spirit. Take care.